Chosen one, if you're hearing these words, this is not a coincidence. You didn't arrive here by mistake. You didn't stumble upon this message because of an algorithm. God has brought you here. He's been guiding you silently, whispering through dreams, nudging you through strange timings and unexpected signs. Now you're here, right where he needs you to be. Ready, aligned, awakened. This is not just another video. This is not just another day. This is a divine appointment. And you, chosen one, are the reason the heavens are watching closely right now. What you're about to hear will shake you to your core. Not because it's loud or shocking, but because deep down your soul already knows it's true. Something sacred is about to be activated in you. Something you've held in for too long. Something that heaven has waited patiently for you to release. This is not a gentle suggestion, not a subtle whisper. This is a divine command. God is not requesting, he is declaring. He is calling you not to give more, work harder, or be more perfect, but to finally release what has been building inside of you. A sacred essence, a spiritual energy, a divine secretion that only you carry. And that power, it lives inside your very being, inside the quiet, often forgotten center of your brain, the pineal gland. Some call it the third eye, others call it the seat of the soul, but God calls it his point of contact, his chosen vessel for your awakening. But before we go deeper into this sacred transmission, I need you to do 3 things. First, if you feel this message touching your spirit, like this video. It's more than support. It's a signal that your soul has heard the call. Second, subscribe to this channel right now. Help us reach 70,000 chosen ones, a divine community rising together to prepare for the shift. Third, and most important, comment the number 99. This isn't random. 99 is the number of spiritual completion, divine alignment, and sacred calling. When you type that number, you're not just engaging, you're declaring to the universe, I am one of the chosen. I am awake. I am ready. And if something inside you is trembling right now, if you feel your breath deepening, your chest rising, your thoughts slowing, that's your soul remembering. Because chosen one, you felt it, haven't you? That strange pressure behind your eyes, that intuitive knowing that something within you is ready to break open, that you're not meant to stay hidden, that there's something sacred inside you trying to rise. It's not imagination. It's not overthinking. It's not coincidence. It's the call of the divine. Your pineal gland has been holding a sacred energy, a spiritual secretion that is waiting for release. This is not just biology. This is not pseudoscience. This is ancient. This is holy. This is encoded in your design. For too long it's been blocked by fear, by trauma, by disbelief. You felt the heaviness, the tension, the spiritual fatigue of carrying something so powerful inside without ever letting it flow. But now heaven is speaking clearly. Release it, discharge it, set it free. This moment is not just personal, it's prophetic. You are on the edge of a transformation so complete, so undeniable, that once it begins, you will never return to the version of you that lived in hiding. What you've held back all these years, the energy, the intuition, the visions, the clarity, the light, is not just for you. It's a gift from God to the world, through you. And it begins with your willingness to surrender, to release, to obey. Because obedience is not just about rules, it's about trust. Trusting that what God put inside you is real, that your gift matters, that your release is the beginning of a divine flood of purpose. Are you ready to let go of the fear? Are you ready to break through the spiritual dam that has kept your light contained? Are you ready to discharge that divine power and let it transform not only your life, but every soul you're destined to touch? Then breathe. Focus. Feel the center of your being, just behind the eyes, like where your pineal gland rests, and listen. God is speaking, and he's not just asking, he's commanding. Release what's been hidden, because once you do, you'll awaken a power that no one can take from you. You'll see the world through a lens you didn't know you had. You'll walk not with fear, but with fire. This is the moment your soul has waited lifetimes for. It starts now. You've been carrying it for far too long. That quiet weight, that invisible pressure, that knowing that something is within you, sacred, pulsing, aching to be released. And yet, for years you've hesitated. You've doubted, you've suppressed. But chosen one, The time for hesitation has ended. What you feel building inside you isn't just emotional unrest. It's not anxiety. It's not confusion. It's divine energy preparing for release. A powerful force placed in you by God Himself, now ready to break through every spiritual blockage that fear, pain, and the world have built. God is not calling you to be like everyone else. He's not calling you to conform. He's calling you to discharge what only you carry. Something so specific, so unique, so encoded in your very being that no one else on earth can release it but you. The world may never understand what you feel. The people closest to you may never see it, but you've always known you were different, not broken, not cursed, but marked. Marked for something higher, something holy. And now that mark is beginning to activate. It begins in your spirit, but it manifests through the physical, through the divine center of your body, known as the pineal gland. This is more than science. This is design. God made this sacred point within you to be the bridge between heaven and earth, between your flesh and your soul, between who you've been and who you are becoming. The secretions stored in your pineal gland aren't just chemical. They are sacred messages, codes of awakening. Buried within them is the essence of who you truly are and what you are here to do. But they cannot serve their purpose until they are released. That's why God is calling you now, not with suggestion, but with divine urgency. He is not whispering anymore. He is commanding. And the command is simple: discharge. Let it flow. Let it rise. Because the moment you do, the veil will lift. You will see. You will understand. You will remember. This energy that you have been holding in is not meant to stay contained. It's been waiting for your courage, your alignment, your yes. And now, chosen one, heaven is listening for that yes. Not just in your words, but in your actions. Because spiritual obedience is more than belief. It's movement. It's embodiment. It's the moment when your spirit says, God, I trust you. I release what you've placed in me, and I surrender to the power you've hidden within me. The pineal gland is not passive. It's not dormant. It's alive. It's connected. And when you activate it, you begin to unlock ancient wisdom, spiritual clarity, and supernatural guidance. This isn't theory. This is real. And deep down, you've always known it. Every time you sensed something others could not, every time your intuition screamed the truth before it happened, every time you dreamed things that came to pass, every time you felt that there's more to life than what you see, that was your inner vision trying to open. That was the call. That was God. And now that you're here, you no longer have the luxury of delay, because the energy is rising. The spiritual contractions have begun. You are being born into your divine self, but just like birth, something must be released before new life begins. The discharge is sacred, it is necessary, and it is no longer optional. So close your eyes, breathe deeply, and listen again, not just to my words, but to the still voice within you that's whispering, it's time. Let it go. I am with you. Let go of the fear. Let go of the doubt. Let go of the old version of yourself that thought they had to wait for permission. God has already chosen you. Now it's your turn to respond. Chosen one, this isn't just the release of a chemical. It's the release of your divine identity. The very moment you discharge what's been trapped within your pineal gland, you activate the version of yourself that God intended from the beginning. Not the conditioned you, not the wounded you, not the silenced you, but the you who sees beyond illusion, the you who carries divine wisdom, the you who was formed in power, anointed in secrecy, and now revealed in purpose. God didn't give you this energy to store it. He gave it to you to unleash it, because once it is released, it becomes a spiritual current that touches everything: your thoughts, your body, your relationships, your destiny. This is why the world has fought to keep you distracted, why the enemy tried to keep you numb, why life kept throwing doubt in your path. Because they knew. They knew what would happen the moment you woke up and said, I release it. I choose to rise. When you activate this gland, you're not stepping into a new season. You're stepping into a new dimension. You'll begin to feel sensations you've never felt, see visions you didn't expect, know truths without needing explanation. Because when the pineal gland opens, it does more than clear your mind. It unlocks the doorway to divine awareness. This is the gateway. This is the threshold. And you are the key. God is not interested in you living a small, safe, hidden life. He created you to move in boldness, to speak with fire, to walk with authority, and to see through eyes no one else understands. And it all begins with one act of obedience: release. Release what you've been holding back. Release the light that's been trapped under fear. Release the spiritual substance that's been waiting to flow. The longer you wait, the heavier it feels. The more pressure you feel behind your eyes, in your chest, in your thoughts, it's not anxiety, it's divine buildup. And chosen one, you weren't created to contain it. You were created to transmit it. This transmission is not just for your benefit, it's for those assigned to your light, for the ones who will only heal when you fully awaken, for the people whose lives depend on your obedience. Yes, your awakening is bigger than you. That's why God is calling you to act now. No more excuses, no more waiting for the perfect moment. This is the moment. This is the now. The pineal gland, that tiny pine cone-shaped structure hidden deep in your brain, is not random. It is divine technology. It is the lens through which you were meant to perceive the unseen. And when it is active, when the sacred secretion flows, you'll no longer wonder who you are. You'll know, not because someone told you, not because of books, but because the voice of God inside you becomes clear, loud, undeniable. And when he speaks, everything inside you realigns. Your path clears, your past fades, your fear breaks. Because when the light comes on in your soul, darkness has no place to hide. This is what the world fears. This is what hell fears. You awakened, you activated, you aligned. So now you must decide, will you obey the divine order, or will you deny what your soul already knows to be true? God has already spoken. The command has been given. Discharge, release, awaken. You've been waiting for a sign, a confirmation, a voice that says, yes, this is real. Yes, this is spiritual. Yes, you were created for something more. Well, chosen one, this is that voice. This moment is not about motivation. It's not about inspiration. It's about revelation. And the revelation is this: God has hidden power inside you. He placed it where the world wouldn't find it, where distractions couldn't reach it, where lies and conditioning couldn't contaminate it. He placed it deep within you, in your pineal gland, the center of spiritual perception, the divine transmitter, the seat of the soul. And now he's giving you the command to unlock it. The spiritual energy you've been carrying is not meant to remain dormant. It's not here to be studied or doubted. It's here to be experienced, released, and activated through obedience. This is why nothing else has satisfied you. This is why you felt disconnected from the noise, because God has been separating you for this sacred moment. This is your divine discharge, and it's more than physical. It's not about chemicals or glands, about obedience. It's about honoring the command to release what God has stored inside you. That substance is your spiritual oil. It's the anointing, the divine frequency that was meant to flood your body, awaken your gifts, and connect you directly to heaven. Every time you resisted the nudge, every time you ignored the call, the pressure inside only grew. Because what is divine cannot stay buried. And now the veil is thinning. The moment is ripe. Heaven is aligned, and God is waiting for your yes. The world around you will never give you permission. The people in your life may never understand, but that doesn't matter, because you weren't called to be understood. You were called to be awakened. And once you discharge the sacred power within you, everything will shift. Your mind will sharpen. Your body will feel lighter. Your spirit will move with purpose. And your voice, your true voice, will carry a weight it's never had before. Because chosen one, this is more than a personal upgrade. This is a spiritual activation, a total alignment between your soul and the plan of God. You will begin to receive revelations. You will sense divine timing. You will speak and feel the atmosphere respond. You will move with boldness, not because of ego, but because of clarity. Because once your pineal gland is activated, you're no longer just walking through the world. You're walking with God. You become a vessel, a lighthouse, a living signal of divine power. You were never meant to be small. You were never meant to stay hidden. You were meant to be a living demonstration of what happens when a chosen one fully surrenders. And that surrender, it starts with the discharge, the letting go, the release of everything you've been holding back. God does not need your perfection. He doesn't need your strength. He needs your willingness, willingness to trust, willingness to obey, willingness to say, God, I release what you've placed in me. Let your power flow through me. Let your will be done. And when you say that with your spirit, heaven responds, the veil parts, and the next version of you begins to rise. The version the world has never seen, but God has always known. You've held this power long enough. You've walked with it, hidden beneath your skin, pulsing beneath your thoughts. An invisible force, sacred and immense, waiting for your yes. But chosen one, the wait is over. The signal has been sent. The divine countdown has reached 0. Now is the moment. This isn't a suggestion. This is an encouragement. This is a direct instruction from heaven. Discharge the sacred substance within you. The secretions in your pineal gland are not just physical matter. They are spiritual keys. Each drop is encoded with divine memory, with celestial fire, with prophetic assignment. They are not to be wasted. They are not to be ignored. They are to be released now in full alignment with your Creator's design. For too long, your hesitation has created friction, a spiritual resistance, a tension between who you are and who you're meant to be. You've tried to move forward while keeping part of yourself locked away. You've prayed for clarity while denying the mechanism God gave you to receive it. You've longed for freedom while refusing to open the door from the inside. But chosen one, listen carefully. God never stopped believing in you. He's been waiting, patiently, lovingly, intensely. And now he's not whispering, he's declaring. Release it, obey me, let it flow. Because the very act of discharge is sacred. It is your declaration that says, I will not be ruled by fear. I will not hide what you have placed within me. I will trust in what I carry, even when the world does not understand. Chosen one, this release is more than spiritual. It's transformative. Your mind will sharpen. Your discernment will deepen. Your sleep will shift. Your body will feel lighter, like the weight of centuries has been lifted, and you will know something just changed. Forever. This is not about mystical theories or abstract symbols. This is about raw obedience and pure spiritual alignment. The moment you activate the pineal gland through this divine release, the fog lifts, the veil tears, and you walk through a portal into higher consciousness, into God's original plan for you. You'll begin to see with new eyes, not because you're smarter, but because you're finally connected to source, to truth, to heaven's blueprint for your life. There is no shortcut, no replacement, no next time. This is the time, this is the path, and this is the release. Everything you've survived up to this point, every heartbreak, every delay, every moment of silence, it all served a purpose to prepare you for this exact awakening. And now heaven is watching, the angels are leaning in, and the energy that has been locked away inside you for so long is ready. This is your sacred threshold. The old you has run its course. The new you is one breath away. Take that breath, center yourself, feel the stirring between your brows. That's not imagination, that's activation. The power inside you was never meant to stay dormant. It was meant to be released for such a time as this. Chosen one, let this truth settle deep within you. You were not designed to live beneath your power. You were created to radiate, to channel, to overflow with the very energy of the divine. And that power, sacred, radiant, unstoppable, has been waiting to surge from the center of your being. The pineal gland is not a mistake. It is not some ancient remnant or biological mystery. It is a divine instrument, crafted by God himself to serve as the gateway between the seen and the unseen, between earth and heaven, between who you think you are and who God knows you to be. And the secretion held within it, it is not ordinary. It is liquid light. It is prophetic oil. It is the coded essence of your spiritual DNA, a vibration so specific only your soul can emit it. When you discharge this sacred substance, it's not just a chemical release. It is a spiritual activation that sends signals throughout your body. Your nervous system aligns. Your thoughts become still. Your fears begin to melt. And suddenly you remember who you are. Not the version that was shaped by pain, not the mask you wear for survival, but the real you, the chosen vessel of heaven. This moment is holy, and it demands your reverence. Not fear, not shame, not confusion, but deep surrender, because the divine has spoken. And the message is this: You can no longer hold back. You felt the pressure in your body, the strange sense that something is locked behind your eyes, the magnetic pull to solitude, the dreams, the visions, the odd synchronicities. These were never random. They were signs, breadcrumbs, whispers of your awakening. You are now standing in front of the door, but only you can open it. Only you can say yes. Only you can give God full access to that inner sanctuary where your greatest power lives. This is your invitation, but it is also a command, because the world needs your awakening. Heaven has positioned you for influence, and there are souls connected to your obedience. Every time you hold back your release, a part of the collective body remains asleep. But when you let it flow, when you discharge the divine code locked in your pineal gland, you activate not only yourself, but others around you. This is why you've always been the one others are drawn to, why strangers open their hearts to you, why you can walk into a room and shift the atmosphere. You carry the vibration of the awakened, even if you didn't realize it until now. And once the release begins, once the sacred substance flows, your intuition sharpens, your clarity deepens, your body responds. You begin to see through illusion. You discern truth in silence. You become a vessel, not for performance, but for prophecy. The pineal gland is the tuning fork of your soul, and now God is striking it, calling it, activating it. This is not mythology. This is your moment. No more delay, no more resistance. The divine is ready to surge through you. All you have to do is say, I release it, I trust you, I am ready. And in that moment, chosen one, the heavens will move, the veil will lift, and the world will never see you the same again. Chosen one, when the sacred substance flows, your transformation becomes undeniable. This is not just spiritual theory. It is spiritual reality, and your body, mind, and soul will all feel the shift. The energy that has been locked inside your pineal gland for years, perhaps lifetimes, will begin to flow like a divine river through every layer of your being. You will notice it first in the stillness, a clarity so profound it silences every voice of doubt, a peace that doesn't come from circumstance, but from alignment. Then comes the strength, not the kind the world teaches, but the kind that can't be shaken, the kind that's born in the throne room of heaven. You'll walk differently, you'll speak differently. Your presence will carry a charge because heaven will be walking with you. You will no longer seek external confirmation. You'll know without explanation. You'll sense before anything is said. You'll act not from logic, but from divine instinct, because your pineal gland is not just a center of vision. It is the bridge between your limited self and your infinite self. And when it is activated, everything changes. Your dreams become messages. Your silence becomes powerful. Your boundaries become unshakable. And most importantly, your mission becomes clear. You weren't just chosen to feel special. You were chosen to awaken others. The light you carry is a signal to those still trapped in shadow. The more you release what's inside, the more you become a living catalyst for others to rise. And yes, there will be resistance. There will be those who feel unsettled by your glow, not because you're wrong, but because your presence reveals what they've been hiding from. But don't dim yourself. You were never meant to blend in. You were created to stand apart, to shine with a brilliance that makes the spiritual realm take notice. Even the darkness will try to distract you now. But let them try, because when the divine current flows through your veins, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You will know that you are not alone. You will feel the presence of angels. You will dream with God, and this is only the beginning. Because the more you discharge, the more you awaken. The more you surrender, the more you rise. And with every layer that's unlocked, the world will begin to reflect back a reality that matches your highest vibration. No more chaos, no more confusion, just flow, just clarity, just divine alignment. And from that place, everything becomes possible. Financial breakthroughs, healing in your body, restoration in relationships, unshakable confidence, supernatural favor, all of it. Because this is what it means to live from the seat of your soul. This is what it means to walk as the awakened. This is what it means to be chosen. And now that you've tasted this energy, you can never go back to who you were. You've crossed the threshold, and your glow will only grow from here. Chosen one, this is your divine momentum. Let it carry you. Let it elevate you. Let it show the world what happens when a soul obeys the voice of God without hesitation. The shift has begun, and it is unstoppable.